They were two parts of a mercurial partnership that lit up Brookvale and became the dominant attacking force of the 90s.
Lyons runs to the line. Inside, Menzies, try!
Cliff Lyons and Stephen Menzies were a try-scoring machine.
It's getting monotonous now. Lyons to Menzies. How many times are we going to see it?
I could watch it all day.
Their on-field chemistry, iconic. Their play is often described as instinctive and unpredictable.
What's he got up his sleeve? Oh!
Lyons to Menzies again.
The masterful Cliffy, skillful, intuitive, mesmerising whenever he had the ball in hand. And the dependable Menzies, also known as Beaver, still the most prolific try-scoring forward in the game's history.
For this tremendous player, Stephen Menzies, 4 tries for Manly.
Their combination took the Manly Warringah Seagulls to 3 straight grand finals.
The 1996 grand final is over.
I caught up with Rugby League's dynamic duo on Sydney's northern beaches. Cliffy Napa Lyons, g'day.
Hey, Ray.
Good to see you again, old mate.
Good to be here, mate.
And that younger version, Stephen Beaver Menzies. How are you, Beaver?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, we're going to have a chat about grand finals. And probably we should start with 87 with Cliffy. My first grand final too, by the way, at the SCG. But it started before then. You started as a graded player at Cronulla in 1981, but then you went back to Gundagai to the Tigers. How did that all happen?
Oh, there's a guy that I played with at the Sharks. I found out that he was coaching Gundagai, so I went and had a chat to him, and he signed me up, and I'm down there for 3 years.
As you do. You leave a New South Wales Rugby League club to go back to Group 9, to give back to the game. In the 83 grand final, the Tigers hadn't won for 20 years, but we've got some vision of a very young Cliffy Lyons taking a loose ball, basically just offside your own goal line, and sprinting the full length of the field. Do you remember that one?
Certainly do, Ray.
Picked up by Lyons. Away it goes. Will he have the pace? Lyons. He's stopping.
You were fast. I've seen that.
I was
On
fast.
YouTube? Well, what do you mean? He got slower or something? I mean, that's not
By
very
the time
nice.
I'd come across,
I was only 22.
I wasn't looking at speed. I was looking for deft passing. But I've seen that clip. He's off.
I didn't need the
The
pass.
last 15 metres is a little
Mate,
bit.
you need to be more...
If you were there, you would have caught me.
Yeah, you would have been more
pass it to you.
subservient, because how many of those tries you scored through your career did he set up, do you reckon?
No, well, I was just saying I could have passed a couple to you, but you were like if you were that
He couldn't
fast,
keep
I
up with
could
you.
have-
You were only 14 in 1987. Where, did you watch the grand final? Did you go
I
into it?
did. No, I did watch the grand final.
14.
Yeah,
It was 14.
14.
You think about this, right? So you're at Cronulla, on the way to Manly, you go to North Sydney.
Lyons. Little kick over the head. Running through is Graham. Well taken by Graham. Graham gets the pass away to Tate. Tate over the 22-metre line. He's going for the line. Throws the ball back inside to Lyons. And Lyons scores.
And you go there because the Group 9 coach, I think, is Greg Haywick, who got the North Sydney job.
Yep.
Lyons throws the dummy. He's over. Lyons has scored.
Then you go to England.
He's inside, slips the ball to Gibson, the support for Cliff Lyons. Cliff Lyons is going to score for Leeds, yes!
Now, most people did what he did. They go to England at the end of the career. You went there at the start. How did that happen?
Oh, I got an opportunity, and I was young, and I signed with Leeds for that 3 months over there, and it was the best thing I ever did.
David Herron finds support in Lyons, and that's the try. Cliff Lyons, 13 tries, the leading Leeds try scorer this season. 13 tries in 21 appearances.
How did Bozo snare you?
That had to do with Greg Haywick, so he was the coach of North, and they sacked him halfway through the season, so hence that's why I left, because he was the guy that brought me there.
Yeah.
So, and then Greg took me down to meet Doug Daly at Manly and signed there straight away.
Manly's Cliff Lyons was looking for a big game against his former club, and when he took off from dummy half after 12 minutes, nothing was going to stop him scoring a great solo try. And wasn't he pleased about it?
And then 1 year later, not only winning a grand final...
There it is. It's all over. For 1987. Manly were the side for most of the year. They had that splendid run of 12 games without a loss. The crowd at the Brookvale Manly Warringah Leagues Club at Brookvale have gone berserk.
But the Clive Churchill Medal winner.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Clive Churchill Medal for the best and fairest player in the grand final is Mr. Cliff Lyons.
Pretty stoked about that.
I'd just like to thank all the Manly boys for that great effort today. It was unbelievable.
So last grand final at the SCG, the relationship you formed in those years with Bob Fulton was a lifelong relationship. In fact, he said a thing about you once, and I don't wish to embarrass you because I know you're a humble bloke. He said the most gifted, naturally talented footballer I dealt with was you, Cliffy Lyons. You couldn't get a bigger rap than that from a bloke like you.
Awesome.
Out to Lyons. Lyons throws the dummy and goes forward. He slipped through the gap and he's going to go very close to scoring. It's a try to Manly. An incredible try to Lyons. He just went straight through the defence and left them pointless. An astonishing display.
So your journey to Manly, when did that begin?
Local junior. Born in Manly Hospital, grew up playing for Harbour Devils. 92, I played New South Wales schoolboys.
Right.
Manly hadn't signed me because I was local. I was just playing here, and I had North Sydney, Steve Martin come up to me and said, "You had a great carnival. I want to sign you. Are you on a contract?" I said, "No, like I'm not on a deal." So he said, "Well, come and see me. Look, when can you come and meet us? Let's go to North Sydney Oval. Let's check it all out." He said, "Look, don't tell anyone. Just come and see us." Beautiful. So me and mum and stepdad go check out the facilities. They said, "Oh, mate, we want to offer you $5 grand." What? Like, this is massive. $5 grand, yeah. I'm in. How good's this? He goes, "Right, let's tee it up. Next week, come and do the deal." I reckon it was that night. I get a phone call, old school. Mum picks up the phone. "Hello?" He goes, "Oh, Stephen, it's for you." "Well, who's calling me?" Said, "It's Bob Fulton."
Oh.
What?
You weren't going to get away from Bozo, I can tip you that. He wouldn't let you go.
Bozo goes, "Mate," and we didn't tell a soul. We didn't tell anyone, mate. "I know you've been in North Sydney. I know they've offered you $5 grand. Come down to my office tomorrow." What the? How did he find that out? Go down to his office. "So what do you want?" My stepdad just went, $8 grand, sold.
If Bozo had you in his sights, you weren't going to get away.
I still, to this day, don't know how. We didn't tell we didn't tell anyone.
Bozo and I went and watched an under-14 grand final my young bloke was playing in. We went out west to watch this grand final, and there was a kid on the other side carving up my young bloke's side. So Bozo didn't get too interested in my young bloke's team. He said, "Find out who the fullback is, will you?" So I went over and asked the coach, "Who's the fullback?" He's a kid called Jared Hayne, but he's already signed with someone. Bozo just had this unbelievable ability to identify talent at a very early age. So Bozo snares you.
That fresh player on is Stephen Menzies in jumper number 40. Manly, to me, look like they've picked up where they left off. This is Menzies. Good, strong running by the fresh man.
The transition from what I understand, from outside back to back rower, was he responsible for that, or did it morph?
I think someone once wrote that early doors, but even as a junior, I always played lock or second row. Never really played as an outside back.
Tuvey uses Menzies. He's over!
I think I had 1 year under 14s. I played fullback because I couldn't tackle, so they put me at the back.
You rectified that problem, I can tell you.
Good tackle, Menzies. That was a Steve Menzies classic.
He did all my tackling.
Other than that, I never, as a junior, played centres or anything. I think I played one under 21s game. They said, "Who wants to put me on the wing?" I had no idea what was going on. But other than that, I was just a wide-running second rower.
Dunford puts Menzies into a gap. Menzies inside the 30-metre point. He'll go all the way. The record-breaking forward try scorer for Manly. Stephen Menzies.
Bozo allowed me to evolve and become the player.
He links up with Menzies and it's try number 2. The long striding second rower for Manly gets another one.
It wasn't, you've got to do 10 hit-ups a half, or you've got to do this, or it's be where you need to be, hang around who you need to hang around, and that's your part of the game.
He's got support in Menzies from the 40-metre line. Stephen Menzies, he's going to outpace Craig Field. That is a remarkable rugby league try from Manly for a hat-trick for Stephen Menzies.
Evolve your skills of anticipation and where to be, and obviously, if you've got a bit of speed and a bit of a step, it all helps.
Then for Menzies, now the chase is on. The pace of Stephen Menzies, away firstly from Brown, then away from Bell, and that is 4 tries to Stephen Menzies, and everyone in the crowd is applauding for this tremendous player. Stephen Menzies, 4 tries for Manly.
It worked pretty good then, didn't it?
Yeah.
And now Jeff Tuvey leads the Manly Sea Eagles, the minor premiers, from the dressing rooms on the walk down the walkway and the tunnel that will lead them out onto the Sydney Football Stadium, and then they can get it out of their system.
Cliffy, the preparation for a grand final under Bob Fulton, was it intense? Was it sort of light-hearted at times, or you know, was it?
It was
really...
a bit of both. Bit of both. So you had to have a release there somewhere.
Yeah.
So but it was intense, and when he spoke, you listened.
Bozo never gave you a set of rules, and you jokingly said, yeah, he was doing my tackling. But you weren't expected, under Bozo's rules, to be the top tackler. You were expected to create opportunities for yourself and for your support players.
But Lyons has gone too strong. He's going to score. Yes, he is. It's a certain try, and a great try. He's left O'Sullivan on the griller. Cliffy Lyons is the difference in the opening stanza for Manly, scoring a very, very strong try.
If I kept doing the thing I'm doing, then he didn't need to talk to me.
Go over for Lyons and across the line. And here's Big Danny Moore stretching out inside the 30. Lyons, he'll get there, and he puts it down.
Just on the evolution, say, of you as players and the evolution of Bob Fulton, because my first contact with him was in '87, then we became workmates for the next 30 years. But like all of us, he evolved as well. He wasn't, by the time we get to the middle 90s and then beyond that, he wasn't as intense as he was back in '87.
Everyone evolves as a player and a coach and whatever, and it's, you know, always people say who's the best coach you've ever had, and I always say it's Bozo.
Yeah.
He was ahead of his time on game plans and structure, and you know, breaking down defences with the video or the VHS.
Do lots of videos with him breaking down that.
Yeah. Well, that was something that others had delved into. I think Jack Gibson was the first one to start looking at the old VHSs.
Jack Gibson is an absolute perfectionist. He spends hours watching videotapes of every move and every tackle in every game.
But Bozo made it an art form.
He'd do it both ways too. He'd tell you good ones and then some bad ones.
We used to joke...
What are you doing going here? What are you doing here?
Do you remember when we got fined for walking?
Hang on. On the field, you got fined.
No, you said, right, no one's walking. You're not allowed to walk. You got 3 steps. No matter where it is on the field, you got 3 steps. You can walk for 3, then you've got to be jogging. So, and I remember kick chase. I'm knackered. 1, 2, got to jog. Off you go. So we play the game. We go in that little box of a video session that there, and Marty goes up there and Bozo, and then there's a board, and it's got, what are these numbers? 305. And backs were $10 and forwards were $5. We do a bit more work, so 75, 120. Well, what's all this? Walking fines. We've gone through these. These are, everyone's going, oh, wow, that's that. They said, look, you can challenge it, but if you're incorrect, it's double. Anyway, Hopper or someone.
Nobody challenged
it. I challenged.
No, Hopper challenged it.
Anyway,
Hopper was a dumb one.
It was, and I still remember, and games after that, I still remember going, 1, 2, no, got it. And back on Bozo and his great skill sets of obviously technical and analysis, but getting the best out of players, getting the outcome you desire in using humour, using bonding, using whatever it might be. And we all had a laugh. It was good. Hopper challenge. Like, it was good fun. No one ever paid the fine. It was more of about, here's what I need from everyone. I need more commitment. And it bonded us, and we improved, and off we went. And there's so many little examples.
Bozo loved Hopper. And I think he loved him because of what he did for him on the football field. He put his body on the line every time Bozo asked him to put his body on the line.
It's a tremendous run from the winger. Picks up 15 or 20.
Back to 1987. This young bloke, you're on the podium. It was called the New South Wales Rugby League Winfield Cup, which would have suited you back in the day. Having a Gasper or two. All the stories about you at half-time, were they true? You know, because now you can't smoke within a grandstand, let alone a dressing room.
I don't smoke anyway now. So
no, it's good.
I give up footy and give away smoking, so... But I never had one at half-time, so...
So that was just a fallacy?
That's a fallacy. Do you think Bob would mind if I went just snuck out for a durry at half-time?
I was trying to think it must have been a different coach the day you snuck out and said, I'm just going to have a bunger, I'll be back in a minute or two. I didn't think that'd work.
Going to games, did you ever have a smoke?
Yeah, I was my settler.
On the bus, we're playing a semi-final.
He's going to get you up
on the bus. So I'm in the middle of the bus.
I did sit down
Old
the back.
blokes at the back. Bozo's
What, in the no
front.
smoking section?
Cliffy's, this
can do
waft
that
of
then.
smoke come past. What the hell? It hits Bozo. He doesn't even turn around. Cliffy, put out that cigarette. Like he's in year 9. On the way to the game.
No smoking on the back of the bus.
Look, he carved up, set up 3 tries. Have a smoke next week.
That was a bit calmer. Calm before the storm.
Hasler pushes it out. Lions, Menzies gets 22.
And this combination makes it look oh so easy. It was the weight of the pass and the timing of it. Menzies, he's been the recipient a lot of occasions this season.
Much more urgency now from Cronulla. They realise that this is getting very iffy, and here they go! Manly! Manly! They're in again! Oh, no!
They've turned this game all around, Manly.
I watched Cliffy Lyons through the whole set of 6 there. It didn't look like much was happening for Manly. And then the Mercurial. He's the best. Cliffy Lyons.
Healy. Oh, Green. Oh, Cliffy Lyons, he's got Menzies and Hancock with him. Hancock, he's away. Hancock scores for Manly.
You can't get this man out of the game, can you, Cliff Lyons? Man on the spot.
He's a great player, Cliffy Lyons. That's not an easy play. Defender coming at you quickly from behind, but he just makes it look so easy.
So you two to get together after 87 through the 90s, when Bozo gives you that extra money to come across from North Sydney where you were never going to go anyway.
No.
And the combination you started to form.
My first ever game, me and Cliffy were on the bench.
We're on the bench
We're on
together.
the bench.
What are you doing on the bench?
Well, 40
I was
and
coming back from injury.
40 and 40
he was a
and
young
41.
Cliff Lyons starting to limber up.
Cliffy was on the way out. I sort of picked him up and said, come on, young
Hang on,
fella.
he's injured.
Come and play for another 6 years and can you pass me some balls? I'm like,
Oh, mate.
Lions, can they get to 50? Cunningham gives it to Menzies, and there it is.
It's funny how you start, and like we touched on before, I think Cliffy's 12 years older than me, and you have the greatest player I've ever played with.
Now, one of the stats we've got is 144 matches you played together.
Mm.
You scored in those 144 matches 104 tries. Now, I can't quantify how many came off a pass from Cliffy, but I'm suggesting that
That would be a good stat. That would be a good
three-quarters
stat,
of them.
Yeah.
3/4 of them. That rapport you build up, was that just instinctive? He's instinctive. Did you sort of mirror that as well with him?
Where I move, he follows, and then he can judge his own run. I know when he's coming. I'll see when he's coming, but they won't. So I've got to try and hold them up.
Yeah.
And give him space.
Well, and then I
so
just...
it was preconceived. It wasn't just, I mean...
Well, it was reactive of Cliff's going to run this way, and then depending on who's going to tackle him, I'm either going to stay here or stay there.
Yeah.
Because when someone's committed to tackle him, then there could be a space.
When I'm running, I can't see him. I'm trying to move to defence. I want to get them running with me. Then he can pick his line, then I'll see him coming. I've got good peripheral vision.
Yeah.
You know.
But I could...
But it was with him. I mean, it's 104 tries in 144 games, so it's with one individual as opposed to other blokes. There's a bond there.
Imagine if the other blokes knew how to run like him.
You'd never get
But
beaten.
have a feast.
Football stays alive. Cliff Lyons has got numbers and choices. Lyons to Menzies. How appropriate is that? How many times have we seen it?
You can see Lyons scheming on the left-hand side. What's he got up his sleeve?
Oh! Lyons to Menzies again.
Here comes Lyons.
Lyons, will he kick? Will he pass? He passes to Steve Menzies for the 4th time today. Lyons to Menzies, try time.
It's getting monotonous now. Lyons to Menzies. How many times are we going to see it?
Oh, I could watch it all day. It's not monotonous. They're both wonderful players.
Hasler, a long pass from dummy half to Lyons, really stretching the defence. Inside for Menzies. He can score a try, this bloke. Stephen Menzies scores the first try for Manly.
He can score a try, all right. He can score one off the balls given to him by Cliff Lyons. Manly's made a lethal combination.
Lyons. Inside Menzies. Menzies, a clear one with a line. What a try.
They've got some numbers out to the left. Lyons runs to the line. Inside, Menzies, try!
Went short side, they stay on big open with Cliffy Lyons. Menzies, it's that combination again. Menzies, how many tries
as he scored at the end of Cliffy Lyons.
Now, what about your 300th game? Because it's also a significant game for Stephen.
Yeah, it was my 300th game at Brookie, and I actually said Steve scored 3 tries that day, I think, and I set him up for his 100th try.
What's he got up his sleeve?
Oh! Lyons to Menzies again. You're a genius, Penny. He had something up his sleeve, and look at Beaver Menzies. He's smiling like a carpet snake in a foul house.
That's the 100. That's the 100 tries.
Exactly.
What a celebration.
You've got to make me look good on his day.
The Ryder Cup was back. The noise, the build-up, the atmosphere, the energy. I mean, it's incredible.
One for the ages.
Golf's great gladiatorial contest. There is nothing quite like a Ryder Cup.
The right preparation is how champions are made. The commitment, the discipline, the passion. The work is done. It's time to perform. Musashi, Performance Amplified.
Castrol Edge is data engineered for Castrol's ultimate performance. So not only does the car feel it, you do. Castrol Edge. Unlock the very edge of performance.
Bailey's, you go through a lot, the highs and the pains. Buscopan works differently to common pain relievers by relaxing the cramping stomach muscles to start relieving pain in 15 minutes. Belly pain is different. Treat it with Buscopan.
Go Harvey Norman footy finals time. Upsize to selected big screen TVs now and get bonus local delivery and installation. Plus get ready to host the footy fans with bonus local delivery on selected fridges. But hurry, limited time only. Best prices available at Harvey Norman now.
Got some competition today, boys.
Go off.
All right, big guy, your turn. Didn't spill a drop. Where's Tommy?
You are a green machine.
Hey, you coming?
Nah, mate. Back to the warehouse.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage for your team.
To avoid digital threats, just turn on NordVPN. Improve your protection against trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. Get the deal now.
Hungry Jack's fried chicken saucy tenders. Crispy, juicy, smothered in 3 delicious sauces. Go on, get a little messy. New saucy tenders, pure happy mess at Hungry Jack's.
The future of fast is here. Vanish Gold Pro Turbo, our best stain removal in a fast 30-minute wash.
These stains? Quickly?
Easy. Just 1 scoop of Vanish, acts first time. Let the Quick Wash Tough Stain Challenge begin. Vanish Gold Pro Turbo contains a unique accelerator system that turbocharges stain removal in 30 minutes.
A new record?
Trust Vanish, forget stains.
It's the pride of the nation.
It's no holding back.
She is so good at that.
It's the next era.
Point again. That's all the way.
It's international cricket at its best. And no matter how you see it, you need to see it live.
The 80s and 90s had it all. Teen angst, teen pranks, the dances, the moves, the ghost, the gump, the grins and the grooves. Maverick or Maguire, he had her it. Hello. Or how about an angry, failed ice hockey golf pro? Yeah! Clueless, scream more. Stand by me, stand by him. Trade places, make faces. Take the day off, shake a limb. Or just rewind and rewatch an iconic movie or two. Because let's face it, they don't make them like they used to.
There is Steve Menzies.
And every time they show him on the big screen here, the roars go up.
Look at the period you're together, all this success, and then we leapfrog from the 1990s to 2008. Then you're the veteran. You're the old one.
The
Steve Menzies puts the headgear back on. Gets the biggest roar of the day.
The scoreline on the Des Hasler coach Manly side, 40-0.
And Steve Menzies does get the fairy tale finish.
Oh, what a finish, Steve Menzies. Capped it off with a try late in that second half, and it was a special one.
40-0. It just is mind-boggling to think you could win a grand final by 40 points and keep the other mob scoreless.
And Melbourne were a great side. They beat us convincingly.
No doubt about it.
The year before, and it didn't feel like, I think it was 8-0 at half-time. It didn't feel like, if you beat someone 40-0, it feels like an easy game. It felt like a tough game. We were in an arm wrestle, then we'd score a try, in another arm wrestle, then we'd score a try. It never felt, I remember sitting on the bench and that might have been 26-0 with 15 minutes to go, and we're all sitting there saying, grind it out, boys, kick chase, work hard. We were still thinking
they can come back.
They can come back because they're such a good side. It was, but if you're playing someone else, 26-0, you feel relaxed. But it was very surreal. Then obviously I came back on and flicked it out and scored the try, and it was, very, very, very lucky to finish.
What a way to end your Australian career.
Brett Stewart is there once more. This time it goes to Menzies. Robertson for the corner. Back to Steve Menzies. Back for Menzies. Oh, who wrote the script? Can you believe what you've seen? Steve Menzies in his final game as a Seagull. Oh, Beaver!
Yeah,
What a way to go out.
Yeah,
Grand final.
last.
Second last try.
Was it second
Steve
last?
Bell, Snake.
Oh, Billy.
Snake went through and didn't even look at Billy, just flicked it. It was ridiculous, so ridiculous. We couldn't kick a goal that day too. I think we kept missing goals. Where's Ox?
I think at 40-0, you're not too worried about penalties and conversions, eh? So great honour bestowed upon both you gentlemen, and it's, as we've spoken through the course of the interview, you link together through the name of a grandstand, declaring that you should be together.
Yeah, it's pretty special. So, and even the old Beaver, he's come up with a new name for the stand.
Was the Lions Menzies stand? I said it should be called the Lions Two Menzies stand.
Well, who are we going to talk to about getting that changed?
Yeah, well,
who's in charge of grandstands at Brookvale?
My son's got some mates that can do some graffiti. We've just got to put a 2 there. We can do whatever.
No, listen,
Have we got
kids,
someone?
we're not suggesting you young blokes go and...
that was a joke.
There'll be someone that does it, and we'll get the strife for this. But someone at Manly, I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'm an ideas man.
Every now and then, mate.
You certainly
Every
are.
now and then.
Yeah.
Now, we've spoken about the successes. If you get to a grand final, it's not a failure. I know that you've mentioned that you've got to lose one to win one, but 95 and 97, if you look at the stats, it was almost a perfect season replicated in 95 as it was in 97. Have you looked back at those two grand finals that perhaps thinking they're the ones that got away? Have you watched them?
It's referees' decisions too, you know, mate. Can't trust them blokes.
No, I've never watched the 95 grand final.
No.
I've watched the 97 one once.
We've got Jimmy Dimmick that works at Manly with us, you know. Every time I see him, I ask him for that. Can you give the trophy back, mate? you know it's a forward pass.
Dimmick gets a one hand around the corner. I thought there was a question on it, but the try is there for young Stephen Price.
I don't think there's much doubt it went forward.
No, Mileford was right and Eddie Wood was right in line. I don't know how he missed that one. Touch judges missed it. They've all missed it.
Give it back, mate.
No, we're sweet with it. We're totally sweet with it. Look, it's one of those things, and over time, everything gets, like, exaggerated, and people have come up to me. 97 this
well,
and
we
this
did make
and
it
this.
3 in a row, and we won 1.
Cliffy Lyons finishes up with the football. The 1996 grand final is over. Manly have beaten St George 3 tries to 1 and 20 points to 8 in the inaugural Optus Cup.
If we didn't win none, Ray, it'd be very...
Would be catastrophic. None from 3, 1 from 3. Yeah. Well, it's, I guess, at your high standard, but it's just that you were so dominant through the course of those
and look,
2 years.
That's the great thing about a grand final. It's irrelevant if you haven't lost a game through the year. You have 80 minutes to put it together, and that gives everyone a chance.
Thank you, Cliffy. Good to talk to you. Stephen,
Thanks
for having your company. 2 of the great grand final legends from the Manly Club with us.